Well, it's day 4 in Peru, and this is where we stayed last night. It's just a little platform with a roof on it, and the river's so high that it's surrounded completely by water. You can see this woman is walking through her front yard to get to her house. Well, yesterday was some ride through the river. It was supposed to be a 6-hour trip, turned out to be an 8-hour trip, and we arrived in the dark.
We, for never setting up a hammock, it was fun doing that all in the dark and all that, but we're grateful that we had a place to sleep and that we were able to get some sleep. And the host here gave us a wonderful, wonderful meal last night. So it was, all in all, it was a good day.
And the meal consisted of plantains, a fried egg, and rice.
Today we've got another, hopefully, 6-hour boat ride to get to our furthest point out in the jungle, and then we're going to start meeting the people that we're going to be ministering to the next few days.
And handing out some school supplies.
Yes.
We're coming into our first village that we're going to visit, called San Antonio. A young man from the village bought this papaya for me for breakfast this morning. How great is that? We are starting day 4 of our Peru trip, and we're going to hand out some school supplies here in San Antonio. This morning at 6:30, all the villagers came out to start clearing this field with machetes and weed whackers. Apparently they're going to plant something in this field next to our compound. Here we are on our first day in the jungle, and the Peruvian men challenged us to a game of soccer. So we came over here to watch them as they were supposedly practicing, and they actually were playing 2 games already. And these guys don't stop. So they've played 2 games, and now this is the 3rd game, and they're playing against our guys. And you can see right now that our guys have their back against the goal because, well, that team's better than us. Fortunately, I drew camera duty on this game. I've been playing football with the boys and then frisbee with the girls, so I get to sit this one out. The men are taking a victory plunge in the river. This is a tributary to the Amazon River. I'm not exactly sure which river we're on, but they have to go down about 35 or 40 steps to get to the river. So, believe it or not, this team won. The team won. They're going to go out there and swim with the caimans and the piranhas, the anaconda. They're trying it all. And there goes Mark, acting like he's back in a triathlon. And Mark just went out in the water, something got him. So before we start our program, we got the kids to make a race, and it's called Copa, which means octopus race. Had the kids get in line and hand out school supplies. The sun is shining and it's raining in the Amazon.
The butterflies don't like to look.
The village here has lots of chickens that just run around and eat all the bugs. Not all the bugs, we're still getting bitten quite a bit. Alright, it's day 5 of our Peru adventure, and we're going to be hitting 4 villages on our way back down to the river. And then we're going to end up at the first place that we stayed that night. For the first night. So this whole village is flooded, and we're going to have actually 3 villages come and watch our program. You can see they have to walk over here in the water to get to it. Here comes some of them from a boat. So Michael's wife is a teacher, 4th grade teacher, and she had all her students draw a picture and tell them a little bit about themselves, and some even translated it with Google Translate so the Peruvian kids could read it.
I'm gonna take a shortcut.
So there was a branch in the way getting through here. So Mateo up front taking this huge machete and cutting off the branch. So there you go, Mateo!
Rambo.
Vamos, Mateo.
Here comes the next village we're going to enter. Here are the kids receiving their school supplies. Juan Carlo.
Yeah, watch this step.
And back in the boat we go. Here we come to our 3rd village of the day.
Well, there's rulers here.
Here's some kids coming down to greet us. Look at all the homes that are right next to the soccer field. And that corner is the general store. And so he sent his son.
Entonces, miren esta foto acá. Dios envió a su hijo,
Jesus,
Jesús, muy bien,
down to earth,
aquí a la tierra él vino,
and he performed many miracles here.
y él hizo muchos milagros aquí,
He lived a life without sin,
pero él vivió una vida sin pecado,
and he taught us about God,
y él nos enseñó acerca de su Padre Dios.
and people started following him.
Y mucha gente empezó a seguirlo a él, empezó a seguir a Jesús.
So we came up with this game with the Nerf football, And the person in the middle, you have to hit them, kind of like dodgeball. And then you go in the middle. Oh, Josh got Michael out.
Josh, get him.
The kids seem to love it.
Oh, he's down. Josh.
Oh, Josh, you're out. So last day on the Amazon, we're going back to Iquitos and spending the night, and then in the morning we're going to go visit 2 tribes before we hop on the airplane. So we have a long boat ride back to Iquitos, and hopefully we can get cleaned up and maybe buy a few souvenirs and eat some good Peruvian food.
And we have to buy some shorts and some other clothes because we stink.
Dave stinks.
So we saw a village on the side of the river, decided to stop, and Keith asked the leader here if they wanted to have a kids program real quick. This wasn't a planned event, but look how many kids showed up on short notice. We get to ride a moto taxi with Randy. Hi. Going back to the hotel. So it's our last day in Peru, and it's pouring down rain. We got up this morning, and we're going to the Bora Bora tribe in the pouring rain and see if we can do our skit for the kids and have a good time, even though it's pouring down. We just pulled up to the Bora Bora tribe, and the building in front of us is a meeting center. It's called a Maloka. And that's where we'll be doing our program. Here is the elusive pink dolphin. So on the way back, we stopped at a local zoo. They keep some animals that are indigenous to this area.
Se llama Juan. Juan se llama. No es perezoso.
Next, we have some monkeys.
They won't attack you.
They're evil.
Charge you.
Yeah.
You little guy.
Papa, take me home.
Capybara.
Here's one.
It's like a big groundhog.
It does look like a big groundhog, doesn't it?
Thank you for staying still.
Now these are what?
Leopard. I think they're
It's a leopard. They're 2 young ones.
tiny ones, but this
Chicken breast with fries.
This is called an anuhe. Looks like a big mouse.
Nighttime. Stop and smile. There we go.
So an anaconda swam right next to the boat and curled up. He must be about 13 or 14 feet long. Oh my gosh. And here we have a boa constrictor. Just hanging around. They're common with the anaconda as well in this area. Here's what we came to Peru for. That's what we came to Peru for.
You gonna pick one up?
We're supposed to eat it. All right, here is a local delicacy. It's called suri. It's a beetle larva that's been grilled on a stick. Let's have one for lunch. Tastes pretty good.